I am Mazi KK Odeluga.
Mazi Ejikeme Obasi.
Na Mazi Oke Okachukwu.
This is Straight Talk Radio, the world as we see.
Coming to you from WGHC 98.3 FM. Your voice, your music, your station.
Listen to us this and every Saturday at 4 to 5 p.m. U.S. Central, and this and every Tuesday at 9 to 10 p.m. U.S. Central.
Ndewono.
Of Straight Talk Radio, coming to you from WGHC 98.3 FM, your voice, your music, your station. With me in the studio today are
Mazi Ejike Obasi,
Mazi KK Odeluga,
and I am Mazi Oke Okachukwu. Thanks for joining us for another episode. Today, as we do every Saturday, we'll be discussing everything Africa. Like on Tuesdays, we discuss everything global. Today, we go a little bit deeper and go back home to the motherland. And today we have a treat for you because we will be discussing with a very important personality, a very good person you should know. We're talking about Dr. Father Okigbo, Austin Okigbo. He's an assistant professor of ethnomusicology at the College of Music, an affiliate faculty in Africana Studies and Global Health in the City of Arts and Sciences at the University of Colorado Boulder. He has a doctorate in ethnomusicology and African studies, and he's multi-talented. He's got a lot of things that if I read through the bio, it will take us a long time. But I want to let you know that he directs the Colorado University World Vocal Ensemble, which has featured with the world famous South African vocal group, the Lady Blacksmith Black Mombaza, and their multi-award winning popular musicians and activist Johnny Clegg. He's also conducted the college music, the college church and community choirs in the United States, South Africa, and Nigeria. He has served as the co-chair of African Music section of the Society for Ethnomusicology (SEM) since 2014, and that's in addition to serving in many more different places. I also know him very well as my Igbo teacher, so like I'm saying, he's very multi-talented. Yes, so. Father Okigbo, please welcome to the program.
Thank you, okay. I'm happy to be with you.
Thank you. We have him on the show today because he was part of the Igbo Studies Association, where he plays a very important role, and he was just at the one that concluded in Chicago today. So we'll be talking to him about what happened during that show, conference, and picking his brain to help us understand what that's all about and what's great enough for us to pick up and what maybe he could recommend that we in the diaspora give up. So I'll throw it to Mazi Odeluga to start us off.
Father Okigbo, Ndewo.
Ndewo.
No.
Ndewo, thank you.
Yes. What we have been doing in this program is trying to give the Igbo perspective to global issues. And at the 16th Igbo Studies Association Conference, which is concluded today at the Dominican University in River Forest, the theme for this year's conference was Igbo Gade. And can you speak to that concept vis-a-vis where we are as Igbo and where we are going, and what your understanding of that theme?
The concept Igbo Gade, is, if I were to take it from a grammatical perspective, first of all, Ede means to be. To be, but to be for Igbo means to live. And to live is to live for a purpose. for a meaning. So I say Igbo Gade. It means the Igbo have been called and are striving and ought to and must be being by way of not just being a group, a nation, a people out there, but being a people that have purpose in the world for themselves and for the rest of humanity.
Wonderful. There is a sense in that word, as you have just explained it, that also raises the issue of perhaps there might be a threat to Igbo being. There might be, and there are external pressures that are hindering
Ghana began the Igbo from AD.
In fact, I would say there are both external as well as internal. Because just like when you have a living organism, ihe nwere ike igbu ihe dị ndụ nwere ike bụrụ ihe si na-adị nọ n'ime ya maọbụ ihe isi na-ezi. That which can destroy a living organism can be emanating from the inside of the organism or be external to the organism. It's like somebody who is crossing the road and a car knocks the person down. That's an external factor that has brought about the demise. On the other hand, if the living organism feeds or behaves or does certain things it takes in things into itself or does things to itself that are inimical to its existence, it can also die. So yes, asking me the question about external, I would say there are both external factors and internal factors that are militating against the beingness of the Igbo.
So this is okay. Talking about the inner struggles, the internal factors that are affecting the Igbo.
Examples.
Yeah. There are so many. But all of mwere ya n'asụsụ Igbo mechakwa m kepụgharị ya n'asụsụ Igbo maka ndị aghọta ihe m kwuru.
Actually, program nketa na-eru ụlọ, so ịchọ Igbo soro Igbo nsogbu adịghị.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Ya na nke mbụ bụ na asị ihe onye ọbụla dị ndụ na-anaghị echebara onwe ya echiche, ndụ ya anaghị adị ogologo. Now, a similar saying was recorded with Socrates, the Greek philosopher, who says, "A life, an unexamined life, is not worth living." Similarly, you better n'ọnọdụ ọgbakọ ndị obodo na abụrụ mba maka na Igbo ugwu abụrụ mba. Igbo awụghị obodo. So we are a nation, but we are not a state. So as a nation, we are a people who are united by one thing, that which makes us Igbo. But when you come to, as I said, there can be no great improvement in the lot of a people until a change has taken place in their fundamental mode of thought. And a typical example will be, just came afọ gara aga, anyị nọ na-ekwu na mpaghara ebe niile ndị Igbo nọ n'ụwa, mana Nigeria, mana obodo America, mana obodo Europe, obodo ndị nọ na Europe, na-eme mmemme ncheta afọ 50 eji lụọ ọgụ Biafra. Ka anyị na-eme ncheta ahụ, otu ihe ka anyị na-emebe, anyị ajụbeghị onwe anyị ajụjụ sị, kedu ihe kpatara anyị jiri lụọ ọgụ nnwere onwe gbara aka lọta. Kedu ihe ndị mere anyị shitara n'ezi mee anyị? Kedụkwana ihe ndị anyị mere? Ya bụ na ọtụtụ mgbe akụkọ anyị na-akọ ihe mere anyị jiri lụọ ọgụ gbara aka lọta bụ na anyị na-akọ ihe mere anyị ma anyị akpụbeghị echiche n'ihe anyị mere.
Ihe anyị mere onwe anyị.
Ihe anyị mere onwe anyị. So that's one important thing we need to pay attention to. We are going and going and going. Our people are very entrepreneurial. We are very enterprising. We are very progressive. But in aga njem gị na-elegharị anya na-ajụ onwe gị ajụjụ ebe ị gaga, ebe m na-aga enwere mmemme nọ ya, ebe m na-aga ọwụ ndị mmadụ bi ya ka ọwụ ndị mmụọ bi ya, ndị gafere n'ụzọ ha bụ mmadụ ka ha bụ mmụọ, ndị zutere n'ụzọ ha bụ anụmanụ ka ha bụ mmadụ ka ha bụ mmụọ, ka ha bụ eshishi na-eshiri ga-eshiri. Ma ya na-akpọ eshishi n'asụsụ Igbo misfortune. The things misfortune. Onye ahụ rọrọ gị anya ịrọrọ gị anya mgbe ị zutere ya n'ụzọ ọwụ onye gịnị ka ị mere o ji rọọ gị anya? Ọwụ ụgwọ kpọrọ gị ka o ji rọọ gị anya ka o nwere ihe ị mere o ji rọọ gị anya? You always have to ask yourself a question as you make your journey. So sometimes you even have to go back a little bit, pick up what you have left. And when the journey is getting too heavy, you also have to weigh what you're carrying and wonder and ask yourself whether you may have to dispose of some so that it gets a little lighter for you. These are things we are not doing that are intrinsic, internal to us.
Daalụ. Tupu ya ife ikwuru ka nkụ mana ndị kwuru okwu ọ bụ na ndị kwuru okwu a ga-asị na Igbo ife ewu na-eri n'ọzọ ewu ịtabi na ife. So ka anyị na-eche ajụjụ ndị ga-eso ka ị nwere ike inye anyị atụmatụ ife melụ ndị Igbo ya nke a wụrụ ife si ha n'ime mana ife melụ ha eme.
Ife melụ anyị ka nkụ. Ama m unu chetara ya, eji m aka na Maazị Odeluga na Maazị Ejikọba eleghị anya oke gị na onwe gị ịnọkwa ya n'oge afọ ole ma ole gara aga. O nwere oge unu kpọrọ m si mkpu okwu banyere ihe ịrịba ama bụ ihe nnọchite anya ihe banyere ndụ ike mefula n'akwụkwọ nwa afọ ala anyị Chinua Achebe dere. Things fall apart. And here I'm going to switch to English, hopefully, for the sake of everybody. And I, if you remember very well, I placed, first of all, Things Fall Apart side by side with the other two novels, The Arrow of God and No Longer at Ease. Yes. What we call the African trilogy in literature. And I unpacked all of that. I said that I used it to examine what I call the Igbo quest for national security. Within that unpacking, I explored how the internal and external factors collided to bring us to where we are. So the external factors include, of course, the colonial encounters, our though noble, though enviable, the way we embrace Christianity, but at the same time unquestioned. And all of these things have pushed us so much to the direction where we are constantly clashing with all sorts of external interests.
Can you also add, I'm asking, is it also accurate to add the slave
Mhm.
trade as part of the external influences of
As oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That's the beginning, of course. And I'm sorry I didn't start there because that's my mind didn't go there, and that's not where this other conversation has started. But as a matter of fact, even in my classes here, when I teach what I call the African roots of American culture, not the African roots of African American culture. I say African roots of American culture. That is maybe if we have time, I can talk about that a little bit more.
Yes.
Now, one of the things I remember posing this question even for my students at Williams College and at Harvard at some point. I said, imagine a situation like the United States where for 20 years you create a project that is devoted to extracting all the young, intelligent men and ladies from Silicon Valley, from the Ivy League schools, from the technological institutes and all of them, and you're taking them and extracting them and taking them overseas. And do it continuously on a daily basis, as much as you can, for 20 years. I asked them the question, I said, what do you think will become the nature of the United States as a superpower, as a military power, as an economic power, and all of that? And of course, when I raised that question, framing it in a classroom debate context, I see terror and on the faces and the eyes of my American students, because they cannot picture America as it is today in the face of that kind of reality.
Yes.
And then I said to them, then in that case, now let's take that picture and bring it back to Africa. For 300 years, because when we talk about slave trade, people think that slave trade was just random. You go in there, you see people, you catch them, old and young, you bring them and put them in the plantation. No, old people weren't being brought here. Young children weren't being brought here except by accident sometimes, or maybe women who are pregnant and then why they are the slave cattle some of the time. Yeah. Moreover, if you look at the archival deposits about slave trade and slave ships, when the slave ship is about to arrive, there is always an announcement that is published that this ship is coming from maybe the Windward Coast, which is the Rice Coast, or it's coming from Angola, or it's coming from Benin, the bites of Biafra. The reason why they say where the ship is coming from is to alert people about the skill set of the slaves that are being brought in. So that if you're somebody who has a rice plantation and the ship is coming from the Windward Coast, the Rice Coast, then this is time for you to go to the slave auction. So in other words, there was a conscientious effort to make sure that they are bringing people who are skilled. The Igbo, for instance, were noted for being blacksmiths. Igbo women were in high demand because they were known to be very good at home and raising children and educating them. So when you have extracted continuously for up to 300 years the most intelligent people, the most skilled people in the society, leaving the old and the young, you create what I call an intellectual gap, knowledge gap.
Yes.
Which before you fill that knowledge gap, before the young people will be matured mentally enough to absorb the knowledge from the old who are left behind, the old would have died.
Yes.
So you create a huge knowledge lacuna. You destroy the entire technological advancement of the people. You destroy their knowledge, you destroy their heritage, you destroy their folklore. That's, of course, the beginning of our problem. And then, shortly after that, you now layer colonialism on top of it. I don't know any race that can come out well after a millennium or within 100 years.
Yes.
Or even within 50 years of independence.
No doubt that there are some of these very serious external forces that impacted the Igbo culture. And I would like you to go back to the Igbo quest for national security, examining the Ikemefuna story in Things Fall Apart. Because I think that is unique, because one of the, the idea of Igbo Gade, the Igbo must be, is because the Igbo is declaring that, knowing fully well that there are things that are threatening their existence, they have existential threats.
Yeah.
So, I would like you to unpack that.
Okay. I hope we have enough time for that, but let me go in a nutshell. One of the things that happened when I plotted the story of Ikemefuna, you remember, one of the imageries or the plot that Chinua Achebe inserted in the story of Ikemefuna was the fact that Ikemefuna was a child that was brought from outside.
Yes.
But even though he came from outside, he was brought into Okonkwo's family and to Umuofia under circumstances that were not normal, because the wife of Umuofia's Udo was killed, who had gone for trading, for market.
Yes.
But yet, under the circumstances, Ikemefuna became a positive force in the family, a positive factor in the family of Okonkwo.
Yes.
Because Nwoye, Okonkwo's son, who was known to be very lazy, and whom Okonkwo almost hated because it reminded him of his father,
his own
Unoka,
father, yes,
began to feel proud of Nwoye because Ikemefuna, being a positive influence of Nwoye,
yes.
Nwoye began to show to behave more like a man, became more energetic and more productive.
Yes.
And then, the time when Ikemefuna was about to be sacrificed, Okonkwo was warned. That boy calls your father. Do not have a hand in his death. But Okonkwo is a single-minded individual who keeps going and going, but never sits down to ask himself this question: where am I headed? Because of that, he did not think. He went and participated in the death of Ikemefuna. So much so that Nwoye became depressed at the loss of the relationship with Ikemefuna, slipped back into laziness, and lost the relationship that was growing, a very healthy relationship that was already developing between him and his father Okonkwo, fell apart.
Yes.
Okonkwo himself now went into depression.
So Okonkwo in that story becomes the epitome of the unexamined life.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so if I may come in here, Father Okigbo, because
Yes.
so we are having these discussions, and Igbo Studies Association just concluded their annual conference in Chicago. This is a conference that brings in intelligentsia, Igbo intelligentsia from around the world to sit together and discuss. So this year the concept is Igbo Gade, and I was wondering, as somebody who is both a participant and an observer, from the level of discourse at this conference, is there hope that the intelligentsia will lead the Igbo perhaps towards a better awareness of themselves and of their future? And when he high motor ni he emere ni ubochi ole na ole.
It's a $1 million question, but there is hope. There is hope.
Okay.
There is hope because there were a lot of nice things that were said, a lot of nice observations that were made by those who presented their ideas and research and all of that.
Sure.
what I think we need to do is how to assemble these ideas in a smaller enclave that has the ability to begin to find a way to channel them. You know, several centuries ago, education was meant for the elite, the nobles, who get educated so that they can direct the affairs of the society. The Victorian era liberalized education. Now, you can say that the literate have become the oi polloi, what is called the plebeians or the commoners, because the literate have become part of the majority. So, meaning then that we need to revisit the Aristotelian model and ask ourselves the question whether what do we need when everybody has become literate, who becomes the elite? So that we can then, from that elite, fish out those we might consider the philosopher king, who have the ability, like when Professor Chimalo was giving his keynote speech, one of the things he tried to unpack is what he called the hermeneutical process. Hermeneutical process has to do with knowledge application.
Yes.
And you cannot expect that everybody who went to school and got A knows how to apply knowledge. Yes, exactly. So that's what we are still lacking. It's not enough, therefore, for us to have a conference, the thousands will come and gather. We can present and talk about all these good ideas, but we need an inner circle. Institutions, when you look at institutions that have lasted and have continued to function and remain very stable, they are institutions that have been set up where everybody has a right, but if some people direct how those rights ought to be used. I give you an example of the Catholic Church. The Pope is the head of the church. Everybody participates in the universal priesthood. There are those of us who are ordained priests, but when the Pope is going to be elected, there are many bishops. But when the Pope is going to be elected, you have to have an enclave.
Yes.
The American founding fathers recognized that even though they were rejecting the monarchical system of Europe, of the old world from which they came, but they still learned something also from that which brought about the downfall of the Roman Republic. That's why even in the democracy they described as the government of the people, for the people, by the people, they still put some measures in place to check the excesses and the non-compliance of the public. That's why they have one man, one vote, but at the end of the day, it is an electoral college that decides.
Electors. So now, if in a Lugo,
yes.
Okay, Lugo,
yeah.
If I was on no, I get because now equity is a car and all. We have to have small enclaves where we further divide it.
Yes, and
who know how
who can actually implement
the maximum efficiency,
and not just talk. But so the question then becomes, because we do not live in a vacuum.
Yes.
So you come to ISA, you see there are some people
yes.
Then I look at Okigbo.
Yeah.
Because I believe now Okigbo with Kuishi Media.
Yes.
Ishimiri Barwa. So
yes.
I find it very difficult to draw a line between what is presented in academia, much of which to any right-thinking person makes a lot of sense, and what I see going on. No law.
Yes.
How do we begin to pull these philosopher kings, how do we begin to search? How do
we don't need. I had this conversation with Dr. KK the other day.
Okay.
We don't need a special type of conference. We just need. Let me tell you, the English Reformation.
Yes.
Was championed by about 5 people, Wycliffe and 3 or 4 other people who used to gather at the tavern in England.
Yes.
The Renaissance, the European Renaissance, a few people. Yes. Today, even in my own field, where in ethnomusicology we talk about world music. World music was decided by a few individuals who gathered in London in 1982. You don't need, so in other words, our responsibility, when I come to this type of conference, yes, I'm coming as a scholar, I'm coming to speak, but like you rightly pointed out, I'm also coming as an observer, because my responsibility is to identify some of those who have the kind of zeal and understanding. There are many intelligent speakers, but every intelligent speaker is not a very charismatic person who has the ability to apply what they gather and synthesize what we have talked about and begin to forge out ways of getting these things to become effective at different levels.
And I would like to ask a more fundamental question about the absence of the Igbo intelligentsia from the Igbo public square.
Yeah.
Why is that, and what do you think contributed to that?
Because now this didn't used to be so in the days of our nationalist fathers. They were very identifiable, and they identified themselves, and they worked together. Of course, every now and then you're going to have 1 or 2 people who might want to undermine the effort. But we always like to talk about Nanook, Okigbo, Michael Opara, Akano Ebiam, Zeke, and Dr. Zeribedem, and all of those. But those people they were the cream of the cream who led the movement. They were not the only educated people.
Yes.
The same thing you look at the Yoruba, people like Anahoro and others. They were the Pa Abraham Agasino. What is it? Adesanya.
Yes.
Those were the cream of the cream. They were not the only educated people. The problem here we have is I don't like the idea of standing aloof and saying, "Oh, okay," because nobody wants to respect. And we cannot want to gather 1 million educated Igbo people for us to be effective. 5 people who know history and who know how to work on issues of this nature is enough.
Well, hello, Father Okigbo.
Yeah.
Time is chasing us. I want to remind our listeners and our viewers that you're listening to Straight Talk Radio on WGHC 98.3 FM, your voice, your music, your station. And we've been talking to Reverend Father Okigbo, who's well qualified to talk about these issues. He's one of our Igbo elites, intellects that attended the ISA conference, Igbo Studies Association, that just concluded in Chicago. And he's given us a summary, sort of what was discussed and the applications thereof, if we choose to.
Yes. So,
Doctor, just to remind you, on limited time, and that time is
we are aware.
So if the man it's quite clear that we will need you your voices to come back. We'll be a regular guest on this show, and we enjoy the conversation and of course the intellectual feast that you always bring to any discussion and every topic. And so we will be in contact, and then hopefully we'll have other times to
when we can have you for 1 full hour.
That's right.
Yes.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Ndewo, Father Austin. Thank you so much. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Father Okigbo. And for our listeners who's been listening on radio, WGHC 98.3 FM, or you're using your TuneIn app, which we recommend if you're on Android, or you're using your WGHC 98.3 FM app from the Apple Store, we thank you. For those watching us on Facebook Live, we thank you. And for what you've just heard, we would like you to think about it, but we also like to hear your voice. If you don't mind, we would like you to give us a call, especially if you want to hear yourself on radio, 773-942-7167, and give us your thoughts on what you heard so far. The topic for the ISA this year, 2018 ISA conference, was Igbo Gade, and talking to Father Okigbo, who just helped us unpack a little bit of it. It is this being that the Igbo shall be, which then infers that maybe there are things that are working against Igbo being, and we just unpack that. So if you want to give us your thoughts, because we would like to learn more from you as we share our own thoughts, we would like to hear it.
I think what one of the things that are quite insightful that you mentioned is to be is not just to be,
Right.
but to be for a purpose.
Because an unexamined life is not
Not
what
about
we-
That's right. So Igbo Gade for this particular purpose. And of course we kind of like have an idea
Yes.
that the Igbo as a people, as a nation, understand that part of their cosmic, or what I call vocational calling, is Igbo.
Igbo, yes.
You know, wherever we go, whatever we do, we are always finding ourselves as either providing service
Solution provider.
and solutions. But it seems like, and that is really at the crux of our conversation, that it looks like those solutions are eluding us within our own
Enclave.
enclave,
Right.
our heartland. So, and then he talked about us being on a journey. And so, and I like that picture that he painted. That and that journey, you have to now, because Nasna, other octopus now, they are not to go to me. Now you feel.
I'm
clear.
Yes.
Makanam, you have to be aware of your environment and the people you meet and the people you travel along. Kiwe Malo, their dispositions.
But those are external factors. Not only would you have to be aware of what's around you, you have
Yes.
to be aware of who you are.
And then two,
And what's
as well,
happening on the
then
inside.
at some point,
Yes.
as the journey goes on, you might need to shed weight
Yes.
in order to lighten the load to make your
Make it
progress
Yes.
faster and bigger. And so I would like us to touch on those
Yeah,
issues.
because I really think that that analogy is a very good way to begin to discuss. For those who have been following Straight Talk Radio, our earlier programs, we did talk about Ndi Igbo and their neighbors.
Yes.
And that actually speaks exactly to those discussions.
Yes.
Ele ihe ndị Igbo na-eme that is good, that we need to hold on to firm.
Kedu ibe anyị ga-ejide?
Jidesie ya ike. Elekwe n'ihe ndị Igbo na-eme
Nke njika.
bụ ihe na-adọghachi anyị azụ, ihe na-agbarụrụ anyị mmiri a ga-ahapụ.
Hapụ.
Onye abịaghị na-
Ele ihe mgbe anyị na-aga ije na-elegharị anya, ele ihe ndị agbata obi, ndị ije ibe anyị hụrụ n'ụzọ na-eme dị mma, anyị ga-ebido ṅomiwa.
Kedu ibe anyị ga-achụba?
Because that is the concept of self-examination.
Yes.
And they say a non-examined life. A non-examined life is not gịnwe ịbịa tụlewe ele mgbe m toro ele ebe. No. Where are you in relationship or in relation to where you should be in your journey in life
And your purpose.
and your purpose?
Yes.
That is, yes.
Because what you're saying is that it is not a time to look at yourself. Now, sin and dog, after all.
Yes,
Which
that
is-
is
which
not
is-
the examining and
That is the real essence of a mind. Is a terrible thing to waste. If that's all you're thinking, how to exist.
So, because I think it's important to really talk about what it means to examine your life.
You see, Mark,
Yes, go
yeah,
ahead.
Yeah, because part of what you're saying is, remember, it's quite common among our people when a young man gets home, especially Christmas.
Yes.
And I say, if you go, they even double,
Yes.
Yes.
and only call 1, 2, 3. Onye nke a bunatalu nne na nne ya 14 lorries.
Yes.
This person bought this person built this your age mates. So everybody's comparing himself with somebody else.
Yes.
They should.
And then of course, then the guy now makes a decision that look, next Christmas,
I'm
come what may.
Whatever.
That's
right.
That is not the examination.
That's actually a terrible way
Well,
to
but
examine life.
Everybody knows their akalaka.
Yes.
If you are being now only more than Ijuachi Onyekam, who am I? And where am I? Where are you taking me? And at every point in time, so long as you are in alignment with your God and with Chigi, and you are doing what you're supposed to be doing at every stage of your life, you are successful.
Yes.
You may not have that Mercedes-Benz or Hummer, or build, have 40 plots to your name. But on KDJ is to ask yourself that more product question: am I doing what I'm supposed to do?
No, can I buy a video go also my case is different. If your case is different, then why are you trying to be like your neighbor? Something is that your case is different. Meanwhile,
treat me differently.
Meanwhile, you're trying to compete with some guy because now we name, so you want the same thing. Your case is different.
Because when you talk about an examined life, in this instance, we are really looking at an examination of our society.
Yes.
And when you use that as a benchmark, then you can begin to say if the society is good, if the society is bad, if we are progressing or retrogressing, what role have I played in it, and what role can I play in it? Makana, ega juo onwe gi as indeed. Let us take actually you can take four different time spans. Let us take Ndi Igbo before Ndi Bekee abịa. Ndi Igbo mgbe Bekee batara. So from the era of slave trade through colonialism and Christianity and all of that, up until Aluaga, period 3, Biafra. Okay, that's true. So you can take Mgbe Bekee Lara from independence till 1970, Aga Biafra Bill.
Yes.
Then Gi Juzie, 1970. So ilele this time period, Ki Gale, ele otu ndị Igbo si ebi, ele otu ịhụnanya dị n'etiti ndị Igbo, nwanne na nwanne, ele otu obodo si aga n'ihu. In each of these times, then it can benchmark you as to you are examining your life really.
So there's an assumption, and you said it, that we are making, that when you're doing this, you're making a decision as to good or bad. You're doing a binary assessment.
Yes.
Mana, after the war may not understand the context of good or bad because the definition continues to change, at least now.
Well,
so maybe we need to go back a little bit and talk about what is good or bad, or what makes something good, or what makes something bad.
Yes.
We know that unless the people are shooting the goalposts in order to accommodate their own inadequacy.
That's where I was going. Yes.
And every Igbo father or mother knows that.
So let's make sure that people know, because what I was getting to is any living being that actually has a full capacity, to think,
yes,
knows the difference. It's innate between what is good and what is bad.
Yes.
When we start adding nuances to it, or start making excuses to try to turn something that we know not to be good to make it good like, then that's when the problem is.
Yes, because even the church,
Yes. But they're also excusing other things now. Na Igbo and calling it, well, na kaho ken aneme those things. When you got the a friend of mine said when what's Corinthians 5:17?
oh, when okay,
So,
he who is in Christ is
when
a
a man
new
comes
creature.
to Christ,
He's
yes.
in Christ, he's in a new
And the
creature.
context he told me this, it made me think about something. How he told me this was I know about the cross carpeting happening in Nigeria.
Yes.
That this party A is one, and everybody cross carpets
Into
to
the
party
same party.
A, and then party B wins. Everybody cross carpets into, but it's the same people, and they're complaining about the party A that just left as if it wasn't them. So
Yes.
now, see, how could that happen? And people are looking at this. Osime Mago, when any man is in Christ, he's a new. So when you cross carpet to a new
You
place,
become a new person.
creation.
And yet,
the
behavior,
the
your
part-
behavior does not get new.
But that's the part he actually emphasized. All old things are passed away. So it's almost like we cross a red pen.
Yeah, so unfortunately, that is relativism.
Yes.
That is actually part of humanism. And you see again the concept of Fondigo and a joke and
Yes.
again speaks to that dualism of people not really understanding. Because even in the Melanie, like Father Okigbo, Dr. Okigbo rightly pointed out, there were these external forces that assaulted the Igbo nation that actually changed who we are.
Yes.
In fact, I remember a book that was written by Professor Chima Korea.
Korea.
The title of the book is This
land
Land.
has changed.
This land has changed.
Yes.
Again, because the Igbo land of after the war
Yes.
is not the Igbo land of before
today.
the war.
Yes.
And actually, you cannot compare the Igbo land of the 80s with the Igbo land of today. Now, because of all the things that are happening, again, part of it is that we no longer have philosophers and thinkers. And somebody had pointed it out to me that in the days before the independence movement, everybody, when people pick up the newspaper and they are reading, when I'm doing the Free Indians Association only go paper, you hear somebody shout, Zike Kukwakozo.
Meanwhile, newspaper go to see
No. Zike Kukwakozo. Or Mbono Jike Kenkone Kukwa.
Yes.
You see,
There were people that you take their word to the bank.
You see, with Mbono Jike's boycott unboycottable, he was the Igbo philosopher that was preparing the Igbo for emancipation.
Should I take an intervention on that boycott or boycott?
Yes.
Because we are beginning to see people now for the May 30th coming up who are on social media telling everybody on Igbo land that you should boycott and do whatever and not show up to work or go to market on that day because it's a solemn day, we should be reflecting. And then in the same sentence are telling you as if it's compulsory. Why would somebody do that kind of stuff? Sorry, I'm doing an intermission. What I want to tell people who may be listening is this. Yes, May 30th is a day of memorial and remembrance. Do with that what you will. I will recommend if you could take the moment of silence, if you could be able to take off from work and reflect and actually examine your life as a Igbo. Do that. But we shouldn't have these unelected Aboros walking around and threatening people and telling them what they must do. Sorry.
Again, that is also where the Igbo goes. What they should be asking for, instead of issuing threats, is asking for
We
consensus.
have people in the Senate that should
No.
be
You
working
see, again,
to make people in Congress that should be working to make this a memorial.
you see, that is all part of that disconnect
Yes.
that the Igbo has faced.
Yes.
Because ndị afọ nọ na Senate, na ndị a nọ Abuja,
Yes.
na ndị nọ n'Ọka, na ndị nọ n'Enugu,
Don't even
na ndị
come.
ụmụahịa,
Yes.
na ndị nọ to the man na Ariaria market or na Ogbete or nọ na Okigbo
Onitsha main market.
ma ọ n'otu Ọnịcha. Those people are irrelevant to their lives. Why? Because they see them as the government, the government.
Yes.
The government, bịara abịa.
Yes. And
The
at
government-
some point we're
the
expecting they will go.
The government came from the colonial experience. It was part of the colonial structure that was then handed over to those who now received it from the
So it
colonialists.
happened to us.
And so it's happening to us. Ndị na-achị anyị.
Yes.
The power, the concept of Ohaka,
It has not
the government, the power
this
belongs to the
structure.
people.
Right.
Our people are still not understanding that they are the government.
Yes.
And so ndị a bụ ndị na-achị achị. And so whatever they do not do is considered not to be done. And whatever they do will be celebrated now. Oh,
At least
it's
not.
always like
At least
master
not.
bịa no na nwa bekee na-eme anya taa.
He donated 2 vehicles to the school.
Oh, kwalụ na ya aka.
Donation from the state purse.
Yeah, no, kwalụ na ya aka. So again, those are some of the things I believe in straight talk we need to talk about and begin to deconstruct.
Yes.
Now, why are those young men? I don't even know the group or whoever
I
is
don't know
asking
that.
people to stay home. They are stepping into that vacuum of leadership. Let it be clear that there is a vacuum of leadership in an Igbo. Mmadụ nọ, mmadụ, mana fa na-esi mmụọ.
Mmadụ na mmadụ akọ. I met the police na ya eketara mmadụ.
You got that?
Yes.
No. So it's a huge statement to make. But think about it, like you rightly say. After 50 years after the beginning of that conflict, May 30th was the place that Igbos stood. After more than 400 years of assault by external forces, said that this time it is enough. Na anyị ga-ewelụzi ndụ anyị n'aka anyị, meaning we will take back our lives in our own and destiny in our hands. Onye ajụrụ ajụ ama njụ onwe. That if the Europeans came and assaulted us and we collaborated in some of the harm that was done to our own people, that if they came and at the end felt that we were nobody and they had to govern us, and at some point they say, okay, you are free to now govern yourself. If those partners that we had within the Nigerian political space now decides to hunt us down and kill us like animals, and there is nobody who comes out as a neighbor to think about us, our people then said, the May 30th.
So, like somebody says, what's the worst that could happen to us?
Yes.
Between the two of you, you have made a point that I would like to emphasize. Maka na anyị nwa onye ọbụla o metụrụ n'obi ya cheta ka ọ dị. Whether as an individual, as a group. Maazị Odeluga na-asị no a vacuum of leadership bụ na ụmụazị a ga-apụtazi na-emezi enforce something that should be very strongly personal. Ịchịkọta ya ọnụ a na-ekwu okwu gọọmenti, anyị ekwele Igbo enweghị gọọmenti, ya nwere ndị oshi, most of whom don't understand the role they're supposed to play. Mana gee maka ụka. Which bishop has come out to say on 30th of May ka ekpe ekpere ka anyị na Chineke anyị gbakwa ndụ ọzọ.
A time of examination,
Yes.
a time of reflection.
Ọ bụ na ya enweghị ndị ụka.
Well,
Government
some
ji ụka.
may be saying it.
Yes.
But I am a cynical person when it comes to Nigerian churches. And
Yeah,
I'll tell you
well,
why. Because the people that are saying it are probably nuancing the announcement and telling you of all the great things God has done for you, including what happened on May 30th and how people were now wiped out. Which means, checking account, wherever
Give
in the
ya
store. Be a tour a special of mama on that day for what God has done for you. Without really touching the real issue.
So again, that vacuum adekwa.
Yes. So the
That's
leadership.
what you mean.
You see, because my point is that in our sponsor, and I'm glad that Mazi Obasi brought this up, because it's quintessential Igbo. If you go around your community, onwelo osisi ga-afụ ma ọ bụ ọkọlọtọ ma ọ bụ ọtọsi ma ọ bụ ọkpesi edebe iju ese agwaghị mgbe eji mee.
Just like an organism.
It is like a memorial that was said na ife a bụ ife nna nna anyị fa mgbe fa bịara ebe a ife fa ji bịa.
Yes.
I was in London last summer, and where my niece had her wedding reception, I saw a little something that was there, a stone, okute,
Yes.
abayo ogige. Where's it? Kanjefuku. And I came close, and I read there was a plaque there, and they wrote down the names of the English kings that were coronated on the stone. From the 900 AD, only 1100 AD. So there were very many of them, but at different times. They preserved that stone. Now, Oblubai, Kano Katalwa, Obele Okuto Ogige.
Look, I'm on your
fetish.
Mana onwe ife olo telufa. Okay, but nke a abụrụ as long as
That's not the point. Exactly.
But
we must be a people that remember.
Yes.
We must be a people, and you don't need anybody to tell you when to remember anything and to remember any occasion or event in your life.
To tell you.
But also not a collective people with collective consciousness.
Memory. That collective memory.
It's a community.
Fasi no bosidi oto a na ife anyị ga-eme. And onye si Abuja jụọ agha ese. Isi a
not the only one. That's it.
That's it.
That's the
answer.
answer.
No. For example, why can't we have it there? But
let me point out something. Makana Iga, if you go to Ndikama, Mbana Gofo, Ndi Okenye, Apuroto Henyegi lineage.
Yes.
11 generations back. In fact, in some families, Abia's to present day, I told you walking 11 village, and I go for or go off for Cordero no more. My personal belief, and I will say it, there's nothing in that stands in the face of Christianity. So long as you know how I go rural and you got name a fetish. But if you are actually say, this is who I am, this is where I come from, because we pray to the God of Isaac and Jacob, they are not alive today.
Actually, what you're saying is
Abraham
or
that's the point.
Way from one lineage to David.
Yes, but you see, genealogy. And in the Bible,
that's the point I'm making.
Yes. People checking out their DNAs to try to connect to people.
But Igbo,
but before
due to men alive, I know where.
Yes.
And the children learn that at the place of a watching. Because no only I see that like my okay, I saw that look at Indian. You see, because Igbo believes that he lives in two worlds.
It's a legacy.
That the life we live in the physical is also connected to the spiritual world.
Yes.
So we don't live in a vacuum from our ancestors.
And that's where we get that good or bad, because if I get on that lineage, then it constitutes arrow because it's not what we do.
Good. You see, now you're back to where we began.
Yes.
Alo is when now we know what the ancient landmarks as dropped by Nana, and then we cross those lines.
Yes.
And we remove those ancient landmarks. And then we now say that now, amen. Because what that does is it disconnects us from our own contact with true people.
Yes.
Now, the Igbo cosmology that is akin to the Christian ethos is the same to say that what you do as an individual not only affects you but affects people around you. So, but the theologians we didn't have when the missionaries came never could articulate that as part of the Christian worldview. Therefore, our people abandoned Alu and Onsana. And we saw that, okay, after all, Messiah, the Jesus, the blood of Jesus.
There is redemption at the cross.
Yes, there is redemption.
Man is in Christ.
There is redemption, there is forgiveness, but there are consequences of our sin. So, man, we can Messiah if it's man, if metal, now you might have grace. Now, but when you make it,
grace.
But
grace
my point
is always there, but there is every behavior receives a just recompense.
if you sow,
so as a man soweth,
so shall he reap.
so shall
Yes,
he reap.
a Marco banana just grew by
No,
ten.
I'm not so you're not the new Igbo theologian. But that is at the heart of the conversation.
Nkata na today, a life examine.
Yes.
I want Wundi Igbo. We need to begin to really examine who we are.
Yes.
Ile onwegi anya na
Igbo
mirror,
eziokwu.
and it's not onwegi as an individual, no, as only Igbo,
In
part
the
of a
context
collective.
of your existence in your neighborhood.
What you see, do you like it? Or the game
You show me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are, which also talks. So, as you're examining yourself, now let's talk about, do we need to shed weight? Because there are some things that make you who you are. So,
Or that you think are part of who you are.
but
as you examine, you find out that no one baggage keep.
Manabona, your friends, that every day, a German every day, a German every day, German no so some German could only know now you're a man on my
Yes.
Manabona, your friends, now William McDonald, a Jebo also, a J. Wall,
I got zero salad.
if a DJ and people could look at you and know exactly. So if you show me your friends, I'll show you who you are.
Emanasi no koko. Le raka de. That's no na hammer. There values that in the bigger scheme of things are really inconsequential. A buri etinye or artificial values. A potassium, moke kwuru. Ihe nwoke ji wuru nwoke is no longer important. They were fluff, and that is what is driving a lot of the maladaptation. I'm with an Igbo today, but we don't see it. And let me just make this point. This news program is coming to you from Chicago.
Yes.
One of the biggest families in terms of Ndinwere Ego in Chicago is the Walmart family. Yes. One of their children died in an apartment here on the north side, alone. He committed suicide in an empty apartment. But lene goni lodge. Gene ka ozoro ya. Gene ka ozoro ya.
So money will
Yeah, because for those of you who get this program, Mautali Igbo before Aluara, especially the people, the Gara Township, Kinshi Township, Latola. Ụmụnna gị ndị nwunye especially hụ otu ha ga-esi bịakwute gị, the love enwere there It is something we have lost that we don't even know we have lost, but it is.
Kete bata walu kuki begin apanya watakiri. Before gate, few people are not here because who knows what you're giving me.
That is a new phenomenon.
Yes.
So you see,
And then boafu. Nwata bialo no na ano na one night woke bu manzi obasi na abata. Ụmụaka ga-esi n'ama wee chụrụ moto
but
wee jiri moto chụrụ bata. Now it is not. They are not
For what you're going to.
That's right.
No.
They are rejoicing for your return.
one night.
Maka na eje ana m isi ije. You see, when you leave your people, Jebemba, they are worried about you because they don't know what you did there. Now, Ijesiya nata, they are happy. Oh, Ijesiya mutife, they are very
Maka
happy.
na onye njenje ka onye isi awọ mma we say.
Because they are coming to see Kevi Muta. Kevi Jinata.
What are the good things we should learn?
But how about
He said it is
all
all of us.
Even in those days when you were living, all kind of community force
Yes. No, so now those children come. Open Iji, what is done in the village? Biscuits, biscuits and bread. Nicola and ladies, Fumo Ejidike. Umaka to process
Facts. Yes.
Then in the morning, they will reward you with ube.
orange.
Those things you will be missing.
And
because
get one
they
on
are
a
far.
thousand.
Nambembe.
Yes.
Udala. If
Ọbụna ndị
And
dị ka
their
achetala m okwu eghere.
Obo
Mmadụ ole ebu ite
Now-
buru bucket
Yeah.
gaa 2, 3, 4 miles chuo
Chuo
mmiri
mmiri.
lata.
Just
Ị
do
ga-amụ
yourself
ụzọ
again.
ị ga-amụ ụzọ gaa chuo mmiri lata ụjọ ọ na-atụ gị.
yeah.
Onye na-ekidnap.
Yes, and then for those of us who were children, the other kids in the village will come to induct you into life in the village. So, who to appoint you to look at
Just-
So,
Onye n'ukwu akwụ malụ nke dapụrụ.
that's right. So then when they build Chubanta, Sitawa go over from one place to the other. So that was life. Now, but a lot of that was lost during the crisis when Bagu and everybody's problem was now survival. The people in the village who had the bad.
So we
Gina
went from
Abada.
maybe on the top of the pyramid of the what's this guy, this American philosopher. We went from the top of his pyramid to the physiological need again.
Yes. So now we are trying to survive. So what you know, working on a village, so so that was where the brief began
The
slowly.
competition began.
And then slowly, of course, me that came back from the village, I didn't have a home that I knew.
Yeah, about attachment.
So then, in year one room, meanwhile, you're the one who used to come home and everybody's celebrating. Ilus go Igbo, we don't have a go Igbo.
So stress it can
So there was,
okay,
so
now
then that
depression,
was,
that works.
so then we began the local politics of conscription.
Yes.
In the process, some people were, in a way, felt wrong in the sense that they were picked
Yes.
when it wasn't their turn, or they were selected to go because people knew they were doing well and they just wanted them to tafu.
Yes.
So there were a lot of wrongs that were done.
That
So a lot of the returnees, as the war got tougher and tougher, suffered, and some of them lost their children because Uncle wept around me. And so those are some of the things that destroyed that esprit de corps, if I might use that word. The sense of neighborliness and the sense of community.
So if I'm not from the people who are Obugodi na Nigeria about Qatar, no the can live by so that we could be able to forgive.
Mara n'ebe mmiri si gba n'opi ụgbọ.
Yes.
Esi ebe ahụ meziri ya bịawa.
And I will encourage this at the Umunna level.
Yes.
Because
never has
Yes.
ebe a
Yes.
ka o bido.
ọ bụrụ ibe a ga-anọkọta jekwa
Yes.
ebe onye filu na-emejọrọ ya emejọrọ na bịa.
N'ụmụnna.
Jee n'ụmụnna akpabịa esi n'ụmụnna ewee dị mma anyị ewee chọpụ ndị niile nọ n'ụmụnna anyị nwụrụ n'agha ndị niile nọ n'ụmụnna anatarọ unu emepụta abịa tinye ofu ọkọlọtọ n'ime kọmpaụnd unu na ezinụlọ na-ama
Yes.
na-asị na nekwa na Okechukwu anatara na nke ede life story ya kọlụ ndị ọzọ ọ bụrụ na ọ natara eniri eni akwali akwa ewepụtara ya ọkọlọtọ memorial of ndị niile nwụrụ na this family maọbụ kwụsị ọkọgburu maọbụ anwụrụ n'ọya
ma hapụrụ anataghọzi
ma hapụrụ na ha anatara egbufa n'ugwu Hausa egbufa n'ụlọ. That is when we will now begin to really function.
Breathe the right way.
And so that we need to begin to talk openly.
So that we will heal all this depression and
high blood pressure.
You
see, by the way, the other thing that happened this week, I was at a women's conference examining the role of women during the Nigerian Biafra War. And what came out was that our women's story has not been told. Because there were a lot of our women suffered from rape during the war. A lot of them were abused. A lot of them were forced into marriages at the end of the war. They also saw our girls as trophies of war. Ụfọdụ gbasoro Hausa mana inenye enye ọ bụrụ na ọ dị na-akwụ na ka ọ bụ but na
agụ na-eme mmadụ
no ife melụ
ede o jidere
wee
nke aha wụrụ nụ maka agha adịghị agụụ nke a na-agbasozikwe nkịta.
No, but again, until we look at that,
because yes,
onye amaro, right? Because onye pụta anụ akụkọ na onye agbasoro ndị a. Onye anya fụ si na ya ghọta because na onye aji ego ọ gbasokwu ya because what we're celebrating today.
The wealth that comes from mgbaso. Yes. And not necessarily the need.
Why?
So again, self-examination.
Yes, because again, what you ask yourself, because the criteria you use, kedu onye ndị Hausa gbalụ ndị ugwu onye kafa gbalụ nkwụ nwaanyị wee sobe ha onwe ka Igbo si
eke nwaanyị
anyị ekebele nwaanyị ka ị bịa kpọrọ inwekwa ike iji trela mesịa butela akpa beans na okporoko na mmanụ na ji, but it still removes from the fact na eburu ọgọ because n'imere omenala. You got to go. So there is a lot of shame to that, even for families, that this is happening. But again, those are the things that we need to ask and examine. The widows that abandoned, some of the mothers that abandoned their children and when Nafia attack what happened? Nafia attack. Even if Nafia attack,
during Biafra dedicated directly to this. I still remember that Amobia got an attack on Nahala.
So it's important.
Attack or attachment.
No, attack.
Well, when you go for Ahia attack and you don't come, it's attachment.
No, some of it is either because either they were killed
for the convert into
mistress in the enemy
war booty.
Yes. So some of them not after the war. Some never came back. Some actually maybe went desert and never returned. Because a lot of our women
and therein
buried
so
or a dying child.
This is again part of that self-examination. Biafra is to live what the Holocaust is to the Jews.
Yes.
Look at how the Jews have dealt with the Holocaust. How have we, the Igbo, dealt with our own time of trial?
Just for what you said, the other difference, the Jewish community,
no,
they know what happened to them.
Yes.
What they have moved on with is knowing that this happened. How do we make sure?
But
it's almost like we are everything that happens is like, oh well, can I believe or each other we have to get to a point where we say we understand what happened. We know what happened to us and what we did or how we played a role. Yes. Now, from now onward, we have resolved it will never happen again.
Oh yeah, that's self-examination.
Yes. So that, and that behoves our leadership. If they are ever going to select leaders, or one of the character traits and yardstick, in my mind, how sensitive are you to our story? How conversant are you to our story? Don't come and tell me Igbo, but do you really?
You don't know what it means. Really, Igbo, Igbo.
Yes. Because some people, the fact that you have genetically on Igbo does not mean that you know Igbo.
Yes.
And you know what our story is.
Yes.
So it's just like it used to be in this country, that of course you cannot be an American president or leader if you have not shown clear patriotism and adherence to knowing fully well that one of the doctrines of American diplomacy and nationhood were American exceptionalism. If you falter on that call, you're not going anywhere.
But look at it for quite a while until even now. There are certain military establishments that if you pass through in America, if you have served in the military, that's a big plus. If you have gone to certain colleges, that's a big plus. Because this is where experiences that shape the American viewpoint are obtained.
Yes.
You know, for a while it was almost a bad thing that you are running for high political office and you have not served.
Yes.
But it is like a joke that was they said where Zubairu, military governor of Imo State. But I now say, I am born again. Abarabase, every Egonile in Imo State with a fan a back pocket. Now, I thought you were born again. So I'm born again.
You were born once.
So you know, it's a joke, but the point.
There's a lot of truth.
Oh, yes.
Because you see, why I want to say there's a lot of truth. So that fundamentally, there are two ways that people choose a leader.
Yes.
Either no new Kanye or no new senatorial district.
Yes.
Or no new
Yes. Not the guy called with all right. Yes.
So now,
not because of leadership
irrespective
policy.
of his qualifications.
Yes.
Irrespective of his qualifications.
Yes.
So Obruno Onyenkai, Eweji Bakasras, no Kai.
Yes.
Then everybody turns a blind eye to their issues. And so, going back to the point that you made, at the heart of the Igbo society and civilization is the Ezemo, who is actually one of the people, not only the spiritual guide for every community, but also the one who has veto power in a democratic society, so that it can actually overrule the decisions of the people. That role today rests with the church.
Which church?
The church. The church is not divided. Now, but I know what you're talking about. But in an Igbo, no. Because you see, if we need to really examine ourselves and tell ourselves the truth, if there's a common denominator from community to community, sometimes or family. Okay. Our father, that has divided the Igbo. What happened? I had a with one voice. Because at the state level, for example, in a governor, of course, the Catholic Church will support that man. Also, have
Protestant.
Protestant.
Yes.
That is the coloration with which they see it. In every village, Because again, this was all part of what the Europeans ingrained in their
As if they
system.
don't have enough to divide us.
No. The point is that within the Igbo natural culture, within our own natural states, Chineke has no relevance to me.
Because we don't want to make it.
Onye na chi.
Onye na nkiri,
Onye na chi.
yes.
Because,
Onye na
and I
chi.
cannot tell you, ka ị rapụ agbali ị na-eso, ka ị sobe agbali ka m na-eso. No. So the idea of pluralization is not within the Igbo religious worldview. And so, Wokabia, Akpaboke, Bruno, Open Esselunda Ireland, because the majority of the priests that came to us were Irish,
Yes.
and the UK and the Britain, the one that is so Britain, Anglican, Irish, Catholic. So they brought that to within our own enclave. So if you come to communities, not but maybe 15, 20 years ago,
And when we use the same Igbo dialect to do translations.
not only that, that you fell in love with a girl from the wrong side of the street in terms of religion. People on your Siemens. I got,
Ị ga-eche ihe na-akọ bụ mgbe ochie.
yes.
Abụ m onye Siemens. As God will have it. Nwunye m wụ onye Catholic. Now, mgbe oge olu a na-akpanyanwụ nkata, you would have heard it. Ịchọpụta na okwu ahụ awụrọ mgbe ochie. It is still today. Na ọ bụrụ na ụnụ amara. But if you find people that understand, you could transcend that. But, ọ ka dị ya.
But ọ jọwala n'njọ kịta because ị gazie to a lot of places. E nwere ndị na-ekwezighị na ha wee nyewa.
Oh, you don't know Kawa also because that's a bad news. If you bring $5, keep on multiplier.
So that,
No,
and
but-
that was the sense in that thing.
So yeah, but why that is happening is because maybe perhaps these two mainline denomination churches have lost the position
Absolutely.
that they were giving to
Absolutely.
because in rural and Igbo, if you come to most villages, people who went to the town, you can just senior redeem, senior full gospel on
Yes.
or
Yes.
Anglican, Saint Christopher Anglican.
That's
or
your
some-
home. That's
or-
your home church.
You understand? But now, a lot of those denominations, the new Pentecostal churches and all the other non-denominational churches are now in the village. But my point is still used to be that way. Now, but while I say they look, maybe they lost their direction and their leadership.
They created a vacuum
That's right.
where
And that's-
these other churches moved in
yes, because
as a good church.
yes, it used to be that the Anglican Church, for example, was a big proponent of the Igbo language. So maybe the Anglican Church under the Siemens, the services were
CMS.
conducted
Igbo.
in Igbo, and that was part of the requirement
My-
by then, who actually enunciated one of the leaders of the Siemens.
My grandmother now go Bible
Igbo, but
impeccably,
Can't read any other thing.
but does not read English.
Can't forget she's literate.
Yeah.
So, but now
The boy, but Eden here in English letters.
yes.
But yes, I agree with you. Makanamwahu Oka was an integral part of society.
Yes.
Okochukwu Onye.
Part of the community.
Oh no,
But
yes.
look at that word, Ukochukwu.
Yes.
Again, it was a mistranslation, bro. But it spoke to where the Igbo looked alike. Uko, as only Uko, in the Igbo traditional marriage, Ukochukwu being the go-between between the people
I
and
Chineke.
Chineke.
Yes.
Now, that is not theologically correct because Jesus is that bridge.
Yes.
He would have been Onyozi Chineke, the servant of God, or
But in the understanding when
but
it
in
was
the
translated,
understanding
Yes.
when it was translated, our people now frame, okay, no Onyoko.
Yes.
After a priest,
Who is in the same way we saw the high priest.
Yes.
Ezemo was
Yes.
Onye Oko, the
Oko,
go
between.
between. So we replaced that.
yes,
So now, going the issue of the Renaissance in Igbo will begin when the spiritual aspect of the Igbo man must be addressed, and his quest for undue quest for power and disconnection from his God must be addressed. All Africa Renaissance is a video from the Igbo.
restoring the dignity of man.
Yes. The restoring the dignity of man will start with the restoration of the Igbo spirit, the spiritual man of the Igbo. And that is where the church has the role as an apolitical organ to stand up for truth. You got to go? We're not seeing
True to the singular.
Yes.
So can
Truth, it is unbendable.
That's
the
right.
people who are sitting in our churches are still hurting from the war and the calamities that came upon the Igbo. What have we done as the church to heal the Igbo and to memorialize their pain?
Yes.
Forgiving does not mean that we forget.
No.
Well, the other
Apaka
part of
the Akedi, yes, you forget it when you could see
the other
the
part of
scars.
it is the other part of it again is that you need examples of people that will begin to de-emphasize the material to begin to go back to spirituality. Maka ile anya, one of the things we forget mgbe na-echi ọzọ ihe eji echi ọzọ was so much na by the time ichichara ọzọ it impoverishes you. But if by into that elite society, the prestige that comes with it is more than anything else.
And in a year also, it is forever.
And o nwere nsọ.
Yes.
Ọzọ was not looked upon as a rich man. Ị ga-akpata ị ga-eji chi ọzọ, true, but Ọzọ was not a society of the rich,
of the affluent.
It was not a society of affluence. We have taken affluence and made it the premier thing. Nwoke na-akpataghị ego ọwụzighị mmadụ maka ịla na village. I will tell you, in my own part of our life, Eze and ụmụ ha niile wụkwanụ a recent thing.
Arrival.
In fact, aga m asị gị n'oge Warren Chief ka e bidoro mewe ụmụ ya.
Yes.
Maka na from time immemorial, ndị na-ekwu okwu for the village okenye, the old men in the village. And you are given respect for your age and for the fact that all know the repository of memory of that society.
Yes.
And
wisdom.
Eziokwu abụghị ihe na-echi gị n'ọnụ. Ngwa ugbu a okenye na-agwa ofe ewuzi ihe anyị. You have men, ị ga mmadụ kpọọ ya pụta ya kpọọ onwe ya ezi bịa wuru onye 419. So these are the things that have bastardized Igbo, ihe Igbo ji wuru Igbo.
Yes. Well, for those of you listening to us who are listening on WGAC 98.3 FM, whether you're doing that by TuneIn app or by the Apple App Store the application that you downloaded, or if you're on Facebook Live, we thank you for listening to us. And like we say all the time, we'd like to hear from you. You could leave us your comments. You could even send us email. Send it to straighttalkradio@igboheritage.org. We get all those things that you send. We thank you for your encouragement. We thank you for your comments. And you could always call us at the studio 773-942-7167. And I would like to tell you about things that are happening in our neighborhood. If you live in the Uptown area or anywhere in Chicago, come on May 26th. We're going to have a conference of some sort, a street festival between Broadway and Wilson. And we invite you to come on down and enjoy it. We are going to be talking about peace in our community and trying to quell the violence that so easily besieges us. So we're going to have many members of the community out there, politicians, professionals, even young people. We will have food. We will have some great African food and, of course, great music. So come down and enjoy yourself. We really encourage you to come on down. And now we've been talking about this is a continued conversation from the ISA conference. We started discussing Igbo Gade and what that means to be. And we had the great Dr. Okigbo, who's also a an ordained minister, talked to us because he participated in the conference, so he broke it down for us. It gave us an appetizer of some sort of what was discussed. We will, of course, invite him to come and tell us more. So if you enjoyed the conversation, we would like to encourage you to go to our page, wghcfm.org, and there's a donate button right on the top right hand corner. Click it and give us as much as you could afford to. We really, really appreciate your help. All donations are tax deductible. So as we are about to close, we have a few minutes. Not 1 second. Let's start getting to the gist of this. So what will be the takeaway for our listeners? What will get them ready for the next discussion?
One is for them to ask themselves a question. If the Igbo will have to continue to be, what are the things that we need to do to guarantee our continued existence? Well, what is my purpose? What are we living for? We must have a purpose. Two, and that did not mean that I'm going to tell you what is your purpose, but we understand that communities have collective, that is part of our collective identity. Ife ejimala anyị. Kedu ife ejimala Igbo? Kedu ife ejimala anyị kịta? Kedu ife ejimala anyị malụ dịka onye Igbo? Ọ dị in line with ife bụ Igbo? Kedu ife ị na-eme? Ị ga-ara nata. Ịma na ọ dịrọ mma. Kedu ife ị na-eme? Ịma na ị kwesịrị imebe. Yàrá ịnọ na-asị mgbe nwa na ọ ga-abịa ka our way toward. This is the time for self-examination and collective examination. Ọ bụla otu gbakọrọ ma na-ajụ onwe ha kamgbe anyị ji wee bido otu a kedu ife anyị mepụtara kamgbe anyị ji bido otu a ka ife anyị kwuru anyị ga-eme anyị a na-eme ya anyị emenwulie ka na anyị ememmenwu. What has happened to us along this way, this journey? Was there a time we became quite parochial and we weren't very wise in gauging, making decisions and working that jeopardized our progress? Because one of the biggest things that I've seen in our community, people trying to justify their yes. mistakes.
Selfishness, single-mindedness, pick a word that suits you.
No, Kaidi.
Yes.
No, Kaidi. It's not working. Move back from it. Because part of it, I'm concerned more about the next generation that will live in the African diaspora within the North America, who may not have been to an Igbo. If they come to our events and if they are around us, what are they learning from us that you want them to continue?
Well, here in Eputa, to me, goes to the heart of Odemma Ndi Igbo Echi. Maka onye na-arụ ụlọ foundation dị shaky. Well, I know every day in Nigeria.
That gave me on the back.
And when he beji azwaga, I don't get azwaga.
That also is
the essence of Imeko Bodo Dimma, all madu mebilo Bodo, all madu gemeju Bodo, and all nine eche. Mgbe Chineke ga-echi n'eluigwe gbadata bịa mejiere anyị obodo. We have a long way to go.
When they say Jesus give you other, come in around that
The reality is nke nwawu nwoke onye Igbo. Anywhere you are, you have the power to begin to make change around you. No matter how small. No matter how small. Enwere mgbe ihe a na-ekwu ndị na-echi ọzọ na-enwe nsọ. But enwekwere nsọ nwoke na-enwe, nwoke bi ụlọ na-enwe. Enwere ihe nwoke na-anaghị eme. O eziokwu na ụbọchị na-aga omenala na-change because culture is constantly in evolution.
Change is constant.
However, the tenets that direct those behaviors that make culture
Have not changed.
do not ever change.
Immutable.
Enwere ihe mere apụta nwoke lụọ nwanyị ya baa nwanyị ya oriakụ m. Jụdala onwe gị ele ihe butere ya. Nwanyị ime enwere mgbe enwere agadi nwoke mụ na ya na-akpa nkata ekwukata kwulite ụmụ nwaanyị ya sị m, nna m ị hụtụla ebe nwaanyị nyụrụ mmamịrị? What was he trying to say? There was a modesty that was ascribed to our women.
Yes.
And for our women, that modesty may seem restrictive in today's era. However, it carried with it a certain expectation na enwere ihe a na-anaghị eme nwaanyị.
Yes.
Ị hụla? So na
those things.
There are things we can do mewu nwoke mewu nwaanyị ebe ọbụla ị nọ to begin to bring change. So ịla jụdala onwe gị, how am I contributing to the decay n'ala Igbo today? And what can I do about it? Because at the end of the day, of this self-examination.
Well, I usually wouldn't do it any better than you guys have done. So, for that reason, I'll go to people who said it better. So, there's Gil Scott Heron, who was telling us about the revolution. I would like to read a few verses of his lyrics, which says, "You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and drop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and Skip. Skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised." The revolution will not be televised. Well, another prophet from PE, if you know Flavor Flav with the big clock, decided to translate it himself. So he said this on You Got Game. Well, He Got Game, one of my favorites. "This is a call to all you sleeping souls. Wake up and take control of your own cipher. And be on the lookout for the spirit snipers trying to steal your light." You know what I'm saying? Look within inside yourself for peace. Give thanks, live life, and release. You dig me? You got me? That's all I gotta say.
We want to give a shout out to all mothers.
In the US tomorrow, it's Mother's Day. So, and you have forgotten. Badana store right now, 7-Eleven can open. Obugodi knows also one stem of flour,
One rose.
And a box of chocolate. That is still good enough. Don't say you were not told. We are letting you know now. Okwechi.
Yeah. We thank God for the mothers. Ndinne hold a special place for the Igbo. And indeed, the entire world.
Kedu ka m ga-esi kelee onye tara ahụhụ wee nwụọ? Chukwu gọziere m nne m, ezigbo nne.
If you don't have any of those or don't know any of those, Google or go to YouTube and find Sweet Mother by Prince Nico Mbaruga. Make sure that you actually have that blasting tomorrow.
We're gonna play.
Ka anyị na-ekele ndị nne,
Yes.
ka m na-echetakwere ndị nne.
Yes.
Ọ kwụnụ bụ nne.
Oh, well, all of them.
From time immemorial, amụọ nwa ọ na mkpu ka unu ka ọ na-eto. Ọ mgbe ọ pụtara mmadụ ka a na-akpọnye nne. You are the influences that shape our tomorrow.
still shaping it today because if only on a TV doing sports, only in your camera near. Hi, mom.
Thanks, mom.
So, all the ma, all guma, all danger.
Igbo name maybe. Akono sokwe.
Ayi mana ase na nwa dem ase na oyiri nne. Ojo njo. Ase na nne crazy.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, you cannot say now John was your when we're bad near for. Could you see how the Igbo interprets a badly behaved child?
Yes.
As knows your well.
Yes.
Meaning he didn't come through the
illegal. He did the illegal route. Yes. It wasn't the
because
approved.
if he had an appropriate
He would have turned. He would have turned out.
then and that's ongukwala.
Yes.
there you go.
That because that again speaks to now
The
what I
role, the
is not-
role.
that's right.
Yes.
Was this child ever nurtured
By your mother.
at his mother's breast?
Mother.
So, for example, when you look at a lot of the people who are the space, occupy the space for Igbo
leaders.
political leadership, or people who are part of the destructive force within an Igbo, that is the question people ask. And people ask the question because all they're trying to say, because don't wait for money name. And I see that the only person that control where is your mother? They're not asking where's your father because woke tonite
Yes.
because now
When you are a man, you are a man.
woke to see Ochelibie.
Yes.
So your father, at some point, your son becomes not only a friend
He's
but a
own
father,
man.
but his own man.
He's a
And
buddy
so
man.
that both of you have
But he's never at the same equal level with the mother.
No, the mother because not so near week.
At
Oh, if a
any
man,
age.
marry game with whatever age,
Yes.
I see because that's the end of it.
Because that is the role women play in Igbo society.
Yes.
And it goes back to the point we have made several times on this show that the European narrative of male-female relationships traditionally got it all wrong.
Yes.
Let me say this. Emere, again, examples. Onye a na-akpa nkata ya na-agwa m nne na nna enweghị nke ha ji a na-struggle to make ends meet. Nwatakịrị ejichiri ike zụọ ezulite ya gawa secondary school, boarding school. Later holiday, akpa nwa ko n'aka, nna agaghị egonwu akpa ahụ ma ọ rụọ ọrụ for 10 years.
Yes.
Nne ma nna ma ọ na-aga nne na nna esori ya n'azụ.
Said nothing.
Ọ na-ajụ. And in the context, the funny thing about it wụ na a na-asị ụmụ nwoke, yes, being that you are fickle, but nne ya hụkwara ihe. Nne ya hụkwara ihe.
So yeah.
So this is a call out to Igbo mothers. A na-esi chegharịa unu so. Ka ewepụ aka na all this
Aka onwe n'ofe before
wepụ aka
aka
onwe
mmadụ.
n'ofe before ya aghọ aka mmadụ.
Yes. So to buttress the point you were making, I will have angel with Omo. I but one woman never said, oh, nwunye ga anọrọ ya. He said, yeah, I'll not your cake is awesome. So, onye ọbụla nwere nke ahụ ọ na-eme, but to look at the kids and understand,
Yes.
there is no way they could have walked out of the house
The mother
if
saw
the
them.
mother was
If
there.
the mother saw them.
Yes.
And that is true.
Yes. So again, one of the things that came up at the meeting
At the ISA conference.
at the ISA conference was somebody brought. It was an important announcement that Ada Mama, there are a lot of Igbo women that are now being trapped in the sex trafficking, and not only that, that many of them are losing their lives.
Oh, yes.
Now, always a group of young men that come from Mba, Bianga. Abi emeka si afu if I see Mba no si esi nata. edu ya agbọghọ ọpụzi ọbọka agbọghọ lee spare part.
Yes, anụla m akụkọ ahụ.
Now the question, that is the point. You see, because Igbo ada ajụzi ese maka na onye nọ na mba before ọ na-abịa ịnụ nwa a na-adị m ajụgide ese jụluo ebe ọ nọ na mba na-asị kedu nwa onye ọ bụ, kedu ebe obi, kedu ife ọ na-alụ ebe afọ.
Yes.
And there is nothing that stops anybody to ask somebody for proof.
Yes.
Ọ bụrụ na o ji na ọ gba
pụọ Lagos haya Mercedes
ma ọ bụ nke o tigbute na
o zutere n'ochi
bata na-emekasị ego, ndị nne na nna eduru ya n'ụdị no ndị nne na nna eduru ya nata na-abịa n'ụdị na nwa ha na o soro kwugo nna ya echikwugo ọzọ. ịghọtago? No, so meanwhile you know that your son apụtara akwụ mgbe o si ụlọ wee pụ, and ọ bụrụ na ọ jebe mba na ọ ga-agwa gị ịmakwa na gboo na nwata nnata o nwere ka ọ ga-esi ji ije, nna ya kpọọ ụzọ ụmụnna si na ọkwa ka a jụọ nwa ahụ ebe o si wee weta moto niile o bunata ka ọ kwakwa unu ife ọ na-eme na-enye ya ego. And legitimately there have been people who earn the money, but their fathers never imagined that their children and they actually have to bring their passbooks.
Yes, and show that
Because Papier were peace of mind.
Yes.
I happen to know a personal story of a boy. Ima. Obinyakebe nna ike agwụle nwata etikapụ gawa Lagos. Within a year, buru V-boot park ha. Kpọọ papa esi ya na lekwe nke your present. Wosaki. Papa ya nọrọ nnọọ. Gaa nụ lelee moto egotere. Mgbe e mechara ndị ya na nwa eso giri kacha ya kpọọ nwezi mara onye nwe
Yes.
No, this is a true story.
Yes.
Ị mara nnọọ onye nwe ga-abụlarị ya maka na nneema that you cannot have earned this legitimately.
Yes.
So
And you're not
to
going
him,
to bribe me with this.
to him, onye zuru ya n'ochi.
Yes.
Echi o buruzie moto pụta akpọ onye nwe onye ochi. Mba.
That was when we had fun.
Mgbe yes.
And that is one of the things we are asking Igbo women.
To
Yes.
help enforce. You are
And
the enforcers.
Not only that, there is history to it. All because the local women, the Igbo women, rose up. That is what destroyed
The taxation
the
system.
taxation system that the British was about to impose on an Igbo. The Aba Women War of 1929.
So, kind of Melanaba, woman on Imo State right now.
Yes.
Your governor, not China 2,000 per head.
Obuson Kaf. Maka na ọ nọba an Igbo. Ụmụaka ada eje akwụkwọ, onye jesi akwụkwọ nata ọ na-anya ọkada maọbụ ọ jesi akwụkwọ a na-akwụgharị onwere unu ga-apụkwe gọvanọ ọbụla nọ n'ala Igbo pụkwee ni ọlịrị ọ bụ na unu amazi ure na unu anọdị ana n'isi n'ọbụ ife Igbo si eme nọdọnụ ha ana nọdọnụ fa ana.
Yes.
Well, we have 1 minute. So, one word.
Onye ọbụla nyochaa onwe ya.
Mother's Day ka m mee ka ndị arọja ekwu ụmụ nwaanyị ya ori ihe o.
Ụmụ maazị. Ngwa nnọ bọsị nta ka ị chọọ n'Owere
Kachi phone.
You're listening to WGHC 98.3 FM.
Why yo, but we are nothing friend from see the first time. Want to trust in them. Why yo, get anything you like. Long as you are right, then me alright. Me know you man, that's why I'm alive.
Your voice, your music.
Whether me in a skirt or jeans or short shorts, head raised when me walk past. Me feel the eyes, believe the eye. Me love the lights, me do